Well, you read it right. It's not clickbait. Our camper actually blew over in a windstorm. So I'm going to give you a little walk around. I'll let you take a look and you can see what kind of the damage that we suffered from that windstorm that we were in. You can see how the slides are all twisted up. You notice the glass windows, they didn't break, but this was one of our emergency exit windows and it was laying on that window, so we couldn't get out that window. Tore it up pretty good. Now this was actually the exit window where we were able to get out of. Fortunately, the slide didn't come all the way in and cover this window, so we were able to get out that window. We've been doing some cleaning up, so it's not as bad as it was when we first walked into it.
Or if you could pick this, you can't pick this up, can you? That pillow's jammed underneath of it.
Okay. Let me squeeze on past you.
Okay. I don't think you try to pull that up. I'm not touching it. Oh, aren't you? What?
I think this table is what I fell into. It broke it off from the ground, from the floor there. You see it snapped the back of the chair off.
If you don't want it, don't keep it.
Oh, it stinks so bad.
Here's the pillow I was looking for. I want the case more than I want the pillow.
I want, you got my shoe. How about David's? Oh, are you wanting that? Your shoes? I don't know where they are.
Well, I've had a lot of people asking me what it was like to go over in a travel trailer, what it felt like. So I'm going to try and do a little simulation to kind of give you an idea of a little bit about what we felt, just kind of how it all transpired and kind of what we went through when this thing rolled over on us. So anyway, I was sitting here in my recliner. I just turned on the news, wanting to check the weather, see what was going on, because it sounded like there was a little bit of wind starting to pick up. My mother was on the hide-a-bed here and saw me, and so she got up and started heading to the bathroom, and she got about here when we got one jolt of wind that pushed us, and I knew that I said, oh, that one was really bad. I've never felt nothing like that before. And then all of a sudden it hit again, and then over we went. And as far as like going over, it was kind of like this. And this is what and I had fallen down. Everything went pitch black. I was hollering for Mom to see where she was at. And she said, I don't know where I'm at. She says, I asked her if she was okay. She says, yes, I'm okay, I think. I looked around. I saw that she was just buried under everything. So I got the recliners, all that kind of off of her to where she could come out. Started seeing a little bit more light once we started moving stuff around. The TV never did go off, but I got up a little bit. I was trying to get my bearings, and I looked, and I could see that, okay, here I'm looking down at the side wall, which was now my floor. And I'm looking at that, and Mom says, well, there's a lantern under the sink. So I made my way through all the debris, crawling over everything. Had to crawl up this side of the wall and went over this, pulled myself up over this wall, over the top of the refrigerator, and was able to get into the sink and get the lantern out so that I could see what I was doing. So then we had the lantern out, was able to see a little bit better. I come back over this way, and as we're hollering for Sheila, we keep hollering for Sheila, not getting an answer. I'm thinking the worst has happened for Sheila. I just don't know what's going on with her. So I started crawling my way up. This hide-a-bed was out, and it had fallen over, so I had to crawl my way up on top of that. And went over this way, and you can see like what you're using to walk on. And you know, you put your feet like on top of things like this so that you can climb up, and then you're stepping up onto this so that you can climb up this way. Coming over into the bed, into the bathroom. Door, of course, was swung open. Just kind of slid down the bathroom, kind of hanging on it, slid down the door. Was able to step on the sink and keep my balance that way, and climbed over. And about this time I was able to hear Sheila's just kind of muffled hollering and crying. So anyway, I got over the bed, and everything was over on top of her, so I had to dig her out and get her out from underneath all that. So then at least we had everybody out. We knew we were all still alive. Went over the one entranceway to get in. That window, the trailer was sitting on top of it, so we couldn't go out that emergency exit. So we made our way over, and we were able to bust our way out of this window here in the back. And that was about the time the fire and rescue guys were there and was able to help get us out the window. So I don't know how that'll turn out. I don't know if it'll give you an idea of what it was like to go through this. You're just kind of in survival mode is about the best I can tell you. I didn't realize that I had fractured some ribs, or that I was even in the trouble that I was in, until I had gotten out and just kind of had some time to, finally the shock finally wore down, the adrenaline level came down, and I started realizing I'm not breathing too good and I'm having some troubles here. So anyway, that's kind of what it was like to make it through a motor home that falls over on its side. So anyway, it's kind of a disaster. Okay, well, I'm back. It turns out that shooting this video has been more of an emotional experience than what I thought it would be. So I'm sorry about kind of the jumping around and everything with it. I just want to sum it up. Where we were staying at was called 370 Lakeside RV Park, and that's in St. Peters, Missouri. We did not know when we stayed there that they had so many problems with the wind there. I don't know if it's the way the ground is laid out or what, but from the nearest I can tell from people that I've talked to, it sounds like we're probably about the 5th one to have the major damage like this and to have so much wind damage. There was also another fellow there that was in a 5th wheel that was 2 spots up from us, and the wind picked his up kind of like at the front. It just kind of pulled it up like doing a wheelie and twisted it like this and then set it back down, and it damaged the 2 jacks on the front, but he was able to bang them straight, got them up. He had that thing on his truck. He says, I'm out of here. So I'm thinking that there's probably a lot more of that nobody even knows about. There's definitely a problem there with the high winds. I did talk with the alderman there in St. Peter's, and he says, he asked me if they offered tie downs there, you know, if I would be willing to use them, and I said definitely, I would definitely use them if I knew that, you know, it would be a safety feature. I think that would be great to have that offered. I don't know. It doesn't sound like that city is too willing to do that, but I don't know. Maybe after somebody gets killed, they might rethink that issue. But anyway, if you're thinking about going to 370 Lakeside RV Park, really watch them weather forecasts, and it doesn't have to be a cloud in the sky. It can be a clear sunny day and still your trailer will be rocking and rolling. There's a lot of wind there. You just need to know that before you go. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I do want to say that this has slowed us down, but it hasn't stopped us. We will be looking at getting another RV. We're gonna, you know, we still love doing it. We think it's a lot of fun to go out there anyway. So it's just gonna be a little while before we get set back up again and get ourselves moving. But anyway, so hang around. We'll still have other things to come. We'll have other things to fill in here. So anyway, thanks for watching. Keep subscribing. Be sure to share this. If you have any comments about this, if you know somebody else out there who's had an issue, or maybe you have, put them in the comments. Might really be helpful for others. So anyway, thanks for watching. You have a great day. Bye-bye.